Remind me to take care of Mr. Was Mr. Nathan back? I don't think it's gonna matter. I'm not gonna wait too much longer. He's gonna fall out of his chair. This is Mr. Coleman's. Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. You are Priscilla Miller, and will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, remind me to go back on Hayward to make my notation on that indictment. Forgot. Too many things going on at once. I'm getting there, y'all. All right, Ms. Miller, in cause number 25, DCCR 0746, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of property from April 25th of 2020, continuing through October 17th of 2020. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? Speak up, please.
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Ms. Holmes?
Yes.
Do you fully understand them? Yes. And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 5-year deferred probation, no fine, but restitution in the amount of $14,642. Is that your understanding? Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Any evidence that Ms. Miller is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
Any reason not to go forward with sentencing, Ms. French? Do you see any history?
There is none, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm going to waive the pre-sentence report. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings, place you on probation for 5 years. There will be no fine, but you are ordered to pay restitution in the amount of, this is going slow for me to get back.
$14,642.
$14,642. And to follow all of the other rules and conditions of probation. If you do all of that, this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have a felony conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation, if you complete the probation successfully, the case is actually dismissed. You'll never have a felony conviction. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court and you could be found guilty and sent to the state jail prison for up to 2 years. Do you understand? That's a lot of money to get paid back. It's very important that you start paying back immediately. Even if it's not very much, I want something every single month to go towards restitution. I want the same thing on this one. I want restitution and half at least to go up front. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, at least half. We could do half.
Paid, so no fees until half of restitution is paid.
No, half of what she pays can go to restitution, half can go to fees. I just want something to go to restitution on these up front. I don't want it to wait until that's all done. So that way they're getting some money up front as well. Okay, it's very important to me that that's paid. I'm not sure if you were in here, but you can do everything else on your probation correctly. And if you don't pay that restitution at the end of your probation, you could be brought back into court on a motion to revoke that probation. And if I make a finding that you could have paid it, then you could be revoked and go to prison after the whole probation. So obviously we don't want that. In addition, you have no criminal history. There is no reason that if you get that paid early, that you couldn't get off probation early. I sign early terminations for probation all of the time. So do everything you're supposed to, get it done as quickly as you can. And then it's very likely that you could get off early. Okay. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows that this was an agreement that I followed. And so you have waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's at that desk kind of right behind you. She's going to call you up when she's ready to go over your paperwork. Okay. All right. Good luck to you, ma'am. Y'all give me just a second to get something.
Judge, we have something to add on this one that we did not write on the tablet.
Okay, sir, are you Jeremy Chapman?
Yes.
This is 25 DCCR 1337. Ms. French, what?
We are, we did not include it in the writing, but we have agreed to an anti-prostitution class as a condition of probation. The state will provide that information to probation because they do not currently have a vendor for that class.
Okay, and that's an agreement.
Yes.
You're gonna write that on here with everyone's permission. Okay. All right, and will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Yes, we do, Judge.
Mr. Chapman, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of solicitation of prostitution from March 28th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with?
Yes.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 3-year deferred probation. There would be a $300 fine. You would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation, including successfully completing an anti-prostitution class. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection, states one, Judge.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Chapman's not
No,
competent?
Judge.
And is there any history or reason not to waive that pre-sentence report?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm going to waive the pre-sentence report. Mr. Chapman, find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 3 years. You're ordered to pay that $300 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation, including entering and successfully completing that class. If you do everything you're supposed to on this probation, this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have a felony conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation period, if you're successful, then the case is dismissed. You'll never have a felony conviction. The other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court. You can be found guilty of the offense and sent to the state jail prison for between 6 months and up to 2 years. Do you understand?
Yes.
I am handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. You need to just have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's at that desk sitting right over there. Watch for her. She's going to call your name when she's ready to go over your paperwork.
All
All
right.
right, thank you, sir.
Thank
You're
you,
left.
Judge.
Are you Terrence Jenkins?
Yes.
And Mr. Jenkins, this is your initial appearance and cause number 26 DCCR 0512. You're charged with a 2nd-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and that's from March 5th of 2026. And since you've made bond, did you have an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
I contacted Franklin Law Firm and Parker's. They gave me the estimate price, but when I got arrested, I kind of lost my job. So I found a new job. I'm supposed to get it on schedule this week, so I
Good.
can kind of see where it goes from there.
Okay, perfect. So what I'll do is reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire a lawyer and also obviously save up some money. If you get someone hired, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do.
Yes.
But if you're unable to before that next court date, start talking to more, talk to at least 3 others, bring me those names. So I know you're trying. They all charge different amounts, different payment plans. And then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bonds and not following that order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset notice. Good morning. Are you Jerry Dickert?
Gary.
Gary Dickert?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Dickert, this is your initial appearance in cause number 26 DCCR 0616. You're charged with a 1st-degree felony offense of possession of child pornography from May 28th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
I was actually given a court-appointed attorney while I was still
Correct.
incarcerated, but I've not had a chance to meet with him yet.
So here's what happens. Once you make bond in your case, I expect you to try to hire your own lawyer. So I'm going to reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to hire someone. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before that next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, they have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to, so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss what your options are. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand?
I do.
All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset
Can I
notice.
ask a question? There's a second charge as well, I think, to
There is, correct, sir. Sexual assault from, in clause number 26 DCCR 0617. And so that is a second degree felony offense. And from, January 1st of 2023 is the offense date in that case. Same thing applies. You need to make sure whoever you talk to knows that there are both of those cases. All right, step in front of the clerk. Good morning, sir. Are you Travion Patterson?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Patterson, this is your initial appearance in cause number 26 DCCR 0521. You're charged with the third degree felony offense of obstruction or retaliation from March 4th of 2026. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, ma'am.
So what I'm going to do, Mr. Patterson, is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to hire a lawyer. If you get someone hired before the next court date, then just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do.
Yes.
If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers.
Yes.
They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to, so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss what your options are. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order and you go back to jail. Do you understand? Hang on just a second. Let me take a look at something before you go. If I test you this morning, you gonna have anything in your system? Have a seat in the jury box. We're gonna get you tested this morning. Good morning, you're Brad Thibodeau.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Thibodeau, did you get someone hired?
No, ma'am.
Who'd you talk to?
As the hearing continued, a clear pattern emerged. The judge wasn't focused on excuses. She was focused on compliance. Whether it involved probation, restitution, or hiring an attorney, the message remained the same. Court orders matter.
I'm trying to get a job right now. But, special. I did get the job, but I didn't have my certification. I had to recertify. Yes, I could take it again this month.
So what lawyers have you talked to since you've started coming? Any?
Talked to the phone line.
Who? Why didn't you write that down and bring it? That's exactly what I told you to do. Talk to 3 lawyers, bring me their names so that I know you're trying. I say the same thing. You've heard it 14 times already this morning.
Didn't get that. I thought I was gonna get a job and be able to pay for my own lawyer. But, I mean.
I understand, but so the last reset on May 11th specifically said proof of talking to attorneys at the bottom of it. And it said, I reset you for 2 weeks to bring proof of getting an attorney. But we've already had this conversation and what would happen. Right? I don't understand why you wouldn't talk to some attorneys. That's all you had to do. Try to get a job, which it sounds like you're at least working on that, maybe, but you didn't. So you're not working. So you have plenty of time to at least call lawyers, see what they charge, to know what, if for no other reason, so you stay out of jail.
I talked to one of them, he said 2,500.
3 lawyers. I told you had 2 weeks to talk to 3 lawyers. Okay. At this time, I'm going to find that you violated the order of the court. I'm going to raise your bond because of that to $25,000. You can go back with the bailiff. Good morning, sir. You're Kyle Whittington. And Mr. Whittington, did you get a lawyer hired?
Oh, hired Sonny Eckert?
You did hire him?
Yeah, for hiring, he asked for, we get a 60-day reset or something like that. He's in the courtroom next door, on a murder case or something like that, so
Okay, do you actually pay him or you're going to pay him?
we're going to pay him, we're paying him, we're hiring him.
When?
I
I don't do
think
60-day
it's gonna be, I
resets.
think it's gonna be like in a week, we're gonna pay him $10,000 up front, and then we're gonna be paying them, paying out, of course.
So what I'll do, I'm gonna reset your case one more time. So this will be the final reset for you to get Mr. Eckert hired. Once he's hired, he'll send over some paperwork. So stay in touch with him, bring him this reset notice so he knows when your next court date is. And you guys can get him hired before that next court date.
Sounds good.
Okay, step in front of the car. Are you Aaron Wars? What's the matter? Why are you so tired?
Didn't sleep,
What have you taken? What are you on right now? I'm gonna test you, so you can go ahead and tell me, or you don't lie. You're not on anything? So when you went to probation, you were on something right? So you're not on anything right now? Have a seat in the jury box. Good morning, ma'am. Are you Brissa de Hoyos? And this is cause number 25 DCCR 1622. Mr. Hoyos is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And what is the announcement?
Judge, I've gotten an offer from the state, which I have a feeling that it's gonna resolve this issue, but there is one more video that she has not seen yet.
Okay.
So I would like to reset so she can see that.
All right, we'll do one more. We'll do one more reset. It's very important. Call, make an appointment, go visit with Mr. Lewis so you can see everything that he has and make a decision on what you want to do with your case at the next court date. Okay. All right. You're free to go. Mr. Smith, this is yours on Roderick James. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, man.
You're Roderick James. And this is cause numbers 26 DCCR 0388. Mr. James is charged with assault on a peace officer, and 26 DCCR 0389, also charged with assault on a peace officer. I'm going to take judicial notice of the court's file. Mr. James was evaluated by Dr. Hamza for competency to stand trial. I've received that report. It is dated May 12th of 2026. And in that report, the finding is that Mr. James is currently not competent to stand trial. Is there any other evidence with regard to competency?
No, Judge.
Nothing's done.
Then at this time, I am going to find, Mr. James, that you're not competent at this time to stand trial. Find that inpatient competency restoration is needed, and order that you are to go to an inpatient treatment for a period of not to exceed 120 days from the day you get there for competency restoration. So you're going to go to a hospital. They're going to get you some help so you understand everything that's going on, and then we'll get you back and go through your case, okay? All right, you can go back with the bailiff. He's going to take you to the back.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good morning, ma'am. Are you Sarah Kennedy? And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
She will, Your Honor. Just speak up so she can hear you over there, okay?
And Ms. Kennedy, and clause number 25 DCCR 1463, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of assault on a peace officer from September 11th of 2025. Since you've made bond, said that too many times this morning. How do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they've charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Paget? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 5-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine. You would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. In addition, there would be a dismissal in the misdemeanor case, cause number 25 CCCR 2945. Is that your understanding? Yes. Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? Yes, ma'am. State tenders number 1.
No objections to state 1, Your Honor.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Kennedy is not competent?
None, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case so that we can get the probation department to do a pre-sentence report That'll just give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. Yes. On your way out of the courtroom this morning, you need to stop and talk to probation, and she's sitting at that desk right over there. So stop and talk to her on your way out, and then we'll see you at sentencing. All right, you're free to go. See, what about Daniel Martinez, Mr. Paget? Good morning, sir. You're Daniel Martinez. And this is cause number 25 DCCR 1414. Mr. Martinez is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And what is the announcement?
Your Honor, we've received all the discovery and this morning I received an offer. If you would just give us a short period of time for me to go over it with him, I think the case is going to work out. I'm almost certain.
Okay, I'll reset it one more time. This will be the last one. It looks like you were hired back in December. So we'll,
Well, I'll go ahead and make this statement. It will be disposed of when we come back.
that's, I mean, whether it is or isn't, doesn't matter. It's
Fair.
either disposed of or go to the trial.
I understand.
But
Absolutely.
we just need an announcement at that next court.
For sure.
Make sure you visit with Mr. Pageant before your next court date so you can go over everything with him, and then we'll get an announcement at the next court date. All right, you're free to go, sir.
Thank you.
And Mr. Jack is charged with a violation of a protective order in cause number 25 DCCR 1624. And what is the announcement?
The same announcement, Your Honor. We've received an offer and I wasn't able to negotiate. Mr. Coleman sent me an offer on Friday and Mr. Nichols has negotiated with me just a little bit. I relayed the offer to my client now, and he's asking for a 30-day reset to make his decision on whether he goes forward.
So, Mr. Jack, I'm going to reset your case, and this will be the last reset for an announcement. If you have any questions, make sure you make an appointment, visit with Mr. Pageant. Y'all go over everything, and we'll get an announcement at the next court date, okay? All right, you're free to go, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Can I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
Let's see, is it Mr. Charles Neese? Morning, you're Jalen Eli?
Yes, sir.
This is cause number 25 DCCR 1004. Mr. Eli is charged with forgery of a financial instrument, and what is the announcement?
Several defendants left the courtroom with opportunities to move forward. Others left facing stricter consequences. The hearing served as a reminder that criminal courts often offer second chances, but only to those willing to follow the rules.